Hey everyone, this is Russ from Retro Game Core. So today I want to show off a new firmware patch for the RG351P's stock firmware. So if you have the original firmware on your device or you've just used the updated 3.7 patch that I've recommended in my firmware guide, you're going to be able to take advantage of this new firmware patch. Now what I really like about it is two things. Number one is it's super easy to install. So basically all you have to do is grab a couple files and throw them onto your SD card. You don't even have to do FTP or anything else like that. And the second thing I like about it is that it improves PSP performance pretty significantly, so I would say it runs about twice as good as it was before. It's not perfect, and not every 3D rendered game is going to work perfectly, but there are a lot that play a lot better than they used to. So let's check it out, let's see how this works. So in the video description, I'll have a guide linked below, so just go to that, and then there will be a link to a zip file. So click on that, open it up, and then all you need to do is just download this file. You hit the free download button. It's a 475 meg file, so it might take a little bit. But after that, all you have to do is unzip that file. And I'm doing this on my Mac, but it works the same on Windows. And then you'll see you have 3 system files here. So the next thing you actually want to do is take the SD card out of your RG351P and then plug it into your computer, either using an SD card reader or if you have one built into your computer. And then you'll find when you open up the EmuElect partition, you're going to find the same system files there. You may not have that third one, but you'll definitely have the big one that says system with no other file extension. What you want to do is grab those and save them onto your computer. That way you have a backup. And then at that point, once you have a backup, just delete them and then empty your trash, your recycle bin to make sure you free up space on your SD card. And then take those files and move them over onto your SD card. And that's really it. It just takes a few seconds to move it over. You don't have to do FTP or anything else like that. You're literally just replacing these files. Alright, so once you have the files moved over, all you have to do is eject the SD card and then plug it right back into your device. So let's check it out. Okay, and you can see here it just booted up fine. There were no issues at all. It just feels exactly like how my device used to feel. But the thing is, they updated the PSP emulator. So we're going to go in and check that one out. Okay, so here's Ratchet & Clank, and you can see it's not perfect, but it's running pretty well. I'm actually surprised at how well it's performing compared to how it used to perform just out of the gate. And so I'm happy with this. You know, I've never really expected the PSP to perform well on this device, but at this point, there are several games that I never thought were going to be playable that are now playable, and I think that's a really nice step. And there are definitely parts, you know, when you have a lot of enemies around you, you do definitely feel the slowdown. But at the same time, to me, I would consider this playable. Definitely not like an enjoyable experience like it was originally on the PSP, but it's still pretty good, and it's kind of neat just to be able to push the limits of this device. Now 2D games, like for example Lumines here, they work perfectly. I had no issues playing this game, where originally on the original firmware I had lots of issues. I was actually really surprised that this is one of the games I couldn't play on the device, but now it's running at full speed. I'm really enjoying myself now. Now I just want to be clear, this is not all sunshine and rainbows. So for example, here with Outrun 2006, you definitely are not getting the speed that you would expect here. It's only playing about 25% as well as it could have. So that's an unfortunate thing, but that's just one thing to kind of temper your expectations, is that you're not going to get every PSP game to play perfectly or anything like that, but it does improve the performance of what we had right out of the box. So let me show you some of the settings that I configured on the device, and this is based on Anbernic's advice here, and in my written guide I actually go through and tell you specifically what every single thing needs to be. So this is really just me walking through and just showing you what I've set up. So if you want to actually just pause this and go through your own device this way, or go onto the written guide and actually see it yourself, it's up to you. Either way, these are all the changes I made to the configuration. All right, so really that's it for this video. I just wanted to give you a real quick update, give you a link to the actual update firmware, and then let you on your way. And so let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Please like and subscribe if you found this helpful, and we will see you next time. Happy gaming.